Testing, testing. Can we hear me now? Can we hear me now? Okay, it sounds like I fixed the problem. All right, so this is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. This is one of the first video games I remember playing as a kid. So this is not going to be like a first time playthrough for me. I asked in a poll what was your guys' favorite mystery dungeon. It looks like some of you really like Gen 3 OU Ladder, which is probably even more RNG than Mystery Dungeon, if we're being honest. But Time, Darkness, and Sky is pulling away with the majority of, or I guess not really a majority, a plurality of the votes, which not surprising. It's Sky's probably my favorite as well. But some love to Rescue Team. That's what we like to see. And then I kind of expected Gates to Infinity and Super to get like nothing because this series is much more well loved in the first two entries than it is in the later entries. It's a little bit like Paper Mario, if you're familiar with that series. But I like Gates to Infinity. I'm not huge on Super, but I don't know. I don't want to spread any negativity so early in the stream, so let's not talk about that. I guess I'll put up another poll just to gauge who here has played this game before. Just to see what our audience is looking like. You know, if it's mostly people who have played this game before, we might do a little bit of a different style of commentary. If it's mostly people who haven't, then we'll explain a little bit more as we go along. Looks like a good mix of people who have and people who have not. I will say, for those of you who have not played any of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, that the series is not very like sequential. You can play them in whatever order you want. They're not really building off of each other, so don't be worried about. I mean, we're playing the first game in the series, so it doesn't really matter. But don't be worried about like, oh, I don't know anything. I need to have played the previous games to know what's going on. Pokemon Pinball, Ruby Sapphire. I actually not played that one before. I haven't played very many of the Pokemon Pinball at all. Okay, it looks like actually a small majority of you have not played this game before, so we'll do a little bit of explanation of what's going on. First, I'm going to delete my save file. We're deleting our adventure. That's so scary. Pokemon Ranger is good. Not enough people talk about it. I haven't played in a long time, like probably since like a year or two after Guardian Signs came out. But that's a good series as well. So, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. When we get into the opening screen here, there's going to be some fantastic artwork. That glorious 2004 for the GBA, although Blue Rescue Team is for the DS. It's kind of cool. The version exclusives, one was for GBA, one was for DS. So if you had one system or the other, you could choose which one you wanted from there. There are some version differences, not very many. So if you're playing Red Rescue Team alongside me, you're going to have a very similar experience. The main difference is going to be the top screen. The top screen doesn't exist in Red Rescue Team because it was on the GBA, so it's only a one screen thing. but for the most part, the gameplay is pretty much the same. There are some version exclusive Pokemon between the games, and that will matter a lot more if we decide that we're trying to recruit every Pokemon, which I don't know if I'm committing to that quite yet. I'm sure most of you would like me to do that, but so I don't know if most of you would like to watch me do that. It's very grind heavy for some of the potential recruits. But we're just going to get in and get a new game going. So at the beginning of every Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure, you're going to get asked a little questionnaire thing. So we're going to get to see what Tetrafolium would answer for some of these uh, personality quiz questions. This is the portal that leads to the world of Pokemon. But before I can let you through, I have several questions for you. I want you to answer them sincerely. Are you ready? Okay. Let the interview begin. So I guess before we get too deep into what this personality quiz is, I'm gonna explain a little bit about what this is. Uh, we're gonna get asked a random series of questions. I don't recall exactly how many questions there are in this game. I think it's somewhere in the ballpark of like 80. And you're gonna get asked, I think, about 10 of them. Every question has a few answer choices with it, and they will contribute to a sort of running total for a bunch of different categories. All the categories are associated with a nature, and all the natures are associated with a Pokemon. So this is just a long-winded way of me saying that what you answer on this quiz is going to determine the starter Pokemon that you get. In later entries, you can do the quiz, and then it'll tell you what Pokemon you are most suited to, and then tell you, but you can change that if you want. In this game, what you get is what you get. So if you want to play as a specific Pokemon, I would recommend that you look up like how to answer the questions to get the Pokemon you want, and then reset until you get that. For me, I'm just gonna roll with what I get. I don't think any of the Pokemon in this game are too terribly bad to just play with in a casual playthrough. The game is easy enough that you can get by with whatever, kind of like a normal Pokemon game. But let's dive into the questions. A delinquent is harassing a girl on a busy street. What will I do? Ooh, okay. Um, if I'm being honest with myself, do nothing out of fear. I mean, that seems like something that is a little bit more likely for me to do, but I don't know. If a delinquent is hassling a girl on a busy city street, I think I'd help even if I'm scared. I do have a little bit of, fighting uh, skills, but what they tell you to do in most like self-defense classes or martial arts is if you're on the streets and you're gonna use it, don't fight. But I think I'd help even if I was scared. You broke a rotten egg in your room. What will I do? I think I'd probably sniff it first. I'd be curious. Zets, you square up? It's the summer festival. Do I like carnivals? Yeah, I like them. They're pretty nice. Better when you go with friends, of course. I like conventions. I will go to local conventions if they are around. So I don't know if you live in the same area that I do. Maybe you'll see me, but you won't know because I'm not gonna announce that. A foreign person has started up a conversation with you. To be honest, you don't have a clue what this fellow is saying. How do I reply? I'm a pretty patient guy, so I would probably ask if they could say that stuff to me again. You're coming across a treasure chest. What do I do? I mean, I think I'd just open it right away. right? I mean, even if it is a trap, let's see what's in there. A human hand extends out of a toilet. What would I do? Shake hands with it is really funny. I'd probably close the lid. Your friend is being bullied. What do I do? I would square up with the bully. I'm a big guy. I can take most of you in a fight. Except, oh no, never mind. All of you who are commenting, I could take you in a fight. Can you sincerely thank someone when you feel grateful? I would say yes. Am I a boy or a girl? Oh man, this is probably the toughest question here. Shoutouts to video games pre, like, 2020, where they really only gave you 2 options here, huh? But I guess we're gonna go with boy. You appear to be the hardy type. Hold on, before we get on, I think that's Squirtle, but we'll see. You do your homework diligently, and you know how to eat properly. You have a strong willpower that lets you complete tasks, however tough. But you can also be stubborn to the point of even feuding with friends. I mean, I think that's probably accurate. Nothing will go right for you when you're irritated, so learn to laugh it off. A hardy person like you should be... Oh, it's actually Charmander. Whoops. My ball knowledge is very, very rusty on the personality test. I haven't done it in a long time. But who would we like as our final partner? Okay, so when it comes to like the Pokemon in this game, to be honest, I do think that the water types tend to be the best as at least a starter, because it gives you some more movement opportunities. It's not going to matter that much in the late game because we can kind of go into whatever... we can go in with whatever Pokemon we happen to recruit because, spoiler, we're going to be able to get more than just the 2 Pokemon here. But as far as that goes, the list of Pokemon you can get as a starter will be all of the 3 starters from Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, which I'm not going to say, you know them. You can get Pikachu, you can get Psyduck, Cubone, Meowth, Skitty, Eevee, and Machop as well. As far as your partner Pokemon, I believe you can only pick between the Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn trios and Pikachu. I think the waters are very good. I think Pikachu is very good. Cubone is very good, and Skitty and Meowth are also pretty good as well. I mean, Psyduck is fine as well because it's a water type. If I had to pick a worst, it would probably be Machop. Machop is gonna have a rough go of it. It's kind of like Charmander in the Kanto games, where like Charmander's not particularly worse than Bulbasaur and Squirtle, but all the bosses tend to have types that are not conducive to the Machop family line. So, yeah. I think I'm gonna pick a water type to be my partner, though. Though grass types also have some issues with some of the bosses that we'll be fighting, but they do have access to some stronger moves. So let's start a poll here. I'm gonna let you guys pick my partner Pokemon, but it'll be between just the water types on this list. Why? Because I like the water types. So. Wow, Mudkip is taking an early lead here. All right, I feel like I could wait around, but I don't think anything's beating Mudkip here. So I guess we're gonna go with Mudkip. And what will our partner's nickname be? I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious what it's got to be, right? Because it's Mudkip. All right, we're getting into the world of Pokemon. Let's do it. I'll do a little bit of reading of some of the cutscenes here. There's no voice acting, obviously. So, where am I? Am I dreaming this? I feel a pleasant breeze. I hear a voice from somewhere. I wonder who it is. Excuse me. Please wake up. Come on, wake up. You're finally awake. Great. Where is this? You were passed out here. I'm glad to see you awake. I'm Zetz. Glad to meet you. And you are? I've never seen you around before. Huh? You're a human. But you look like a normal Charmander in every way. It's true. I have turned into a Charmander. But why? I don't remember anything. You're kind of weird. This is hitting a little too close to home for a typical Tetra and Zetz conversation. Your name? What's your name? My name? That's right, my name is... I guess we're gonna go with Tetra, right? Oh, Tetra's your name? Well, it's a funny name. Hey, what the fuck, Zetz? I like the portraits here. Take notice of all of these because not very many Pokemon have custom portraits, mostly just the starters. And, like, Mudkip laughing here is pretty funny. Somebody help! Please help me! Huh? I hear shouts from over there. What's wrong? It's horrible! My Caterpie fell into a cavern, my poor baby! I hate to say it, and I'm gonna ruin this for you guys as well, but I see Butterfree on here, and I think about the Zetscored Butterfree, and I'm just thinking about his baby Caterpie. What? A huge fissure opened in the ground, and my Caterpie fell in. He's too young to crawl out by himself. When I went to get my baby, Pokemon suddenly attacked me. Huh? You were attacked? By other Pokemon? They must be enraged by the fissure and out of control. That's what I think. I'm not strong enough to fend off those wild Pokemon. What will become of my baby? Oh, what am I to do? Oh dear, oh dear. This sounds bad. We have to go help. Well, what you'll notice about me is that I'm not very good at reading. Alright, I'm gonna skip most of the tutorial stuff because I'm just gonna explain it a little bit, hopefully quicker myself, but it's Tetrafolium, so you know it's not gonna be quick. I am not playing with a standard DS controller, so forgive me if I mix up the X and Y buttons. I do know what, I'm pretty sure I know what the A and B buttons do, but if you hold, I want to say X, uh, it'll pull up this grid here, and it'll let you spin into the direction that you want to go into. So that's good. If we press Y, we can open up this menu here and we can see our list of moves. We're a standard Charmander here, so we only have Scratch and Growl to start with. Pretty similar for Mudkip, just tackle instead of Scratch. So I think what I'm going to do is hold the right shoulder button, and so that I can make sure that I move diagonally here. And I was going to help out with that Pidgey, but Zet's kind of handled it for us. I'm going to go into others, game options. Do we want... Yeah, let's do green. Yeah, that's cool. Go faster. Yep. And then controls. Yeah, we'll stick with the DS controls. So moving a little bit faster. I just picked up some money there. Money's going to be really important in this game. And basically the gameplay loop for Mystery Dungeon is you're going to be going around in these procedurally generated dungeons. There will be enemy Pokemon like this Pidgey here, who you can attack using your moves like that. Before I forget, let me set this move, which means that I can call it more quickly. And yeah, this is the whole floor of this dungeon. Dungeons are split up into floors. Floors are split up into rooms like this and hallways like this. So there are some mechanical differences that go on between floors and hallways that don't really matter that much now, but it will matter a little more later. I just called that move without pulling up the window by setting it, holding left shoulder button and then pressing A. And then we're going to be looking for the stairs. The stairs will let us get onto the next floor in a dungeon. We don't have to attack with just our moves like this. We can press A and we'll do a regular attack, which is usually a bit weaker. And if you defeat a Pokemon with it, you'll get less experience. So notice we got 6 experience for beating that Pidgey. I'm holding B to run, if you're wondering why I'm moving so much faster. Oh, and we got to level 6. So my stats will go up. It's pretty cool. So far, it's pretty similar to standard Pokemon stuff here. We'll get a little bit more into like deeper mechanical differences as they come up as well. Like this sleeping Pidgey here, any Pokemon that's asleep, if it's an enemy, will wake up if you step on a square that's adjacent to it. And this is not like Fire Emblem. These diagonals are considered adjacent. Alright, Zet's leveling up just after Tetrafolium. This is pretty much indicative of real life, of course. There are Oran Berries here, which are a lot stronger than their mainline series counterparts. Let's beat that Pidgey, why not? Levels aren't that important early on. I mean, we're going to want to get to a higher level eventually. But I'm not going to stick around grinding for too long. And that was it. Tiny Woods, first dungeon in the game down. Only 3 floors. Caterpie is crying for his mommy, Butterfree. We came to rescue you. Huh? Your mom's waiting. Let's get you out. Okay. And then, there you go. We saved the Caterpie. What a great start to a game here. I may be skipping through some of this dialogue here. I'm getting tired of reading it. But Caterpie is thinks that we're very cool. This is how I, as a content creator, view you guys. That's that's not true. Uh, you're not as cute as that. Helping Pokemon in trouble might be a good experience. Alright, get an Oranberry and a Pecha Berry and a Rost Berry. All the good berries that you would ever want. Do I have any plans? Listen, Tetra, if you don't have a place to stay, you should come with me. Well, this is the place. And Zetz just has his own crib, just chilling out in the middle of nowhere like this. Maybe I feel that way because I'm a Charmander. So there you go. There's the cure to depression, is become a Charmander. Oh, Tetra, you're impressed, aren't you? I thought so. I thought this would make a good place for you to live, Tetra. This is like literally what happened when Zetz invited me to his Discord. I was sure you would like it. This is your mailbox. They deliver mail from Pokemon here. You know, just like the fissure Caterpie fell into. For some reason, there have been many natural disasters lately. Because of those disasters, many Pokemon are suffering. I want to help Pokemon in these tough times. I want to help change things so all Pokemon can live in peace. So, well, I liked how you handled yourself when we rescued Caterpie. Would you like to join me on a rescue team? Tetra, with you, I think even we could even become the world's best rescue team. How about it? Let's refuse. Huh? Oh, but Tetra, I'm sure the two of us would make a first-class rescue team. So come on now, let's form a rescue team together. Yeah, I wasn't convinced by that. Alright, we're going to be in a loop here where we're going to have to say yes. This is like this is a common trope of Pokemon and Mystery Dungeon in general. So they're going to give you an option that doesn't really matter. I have to say yes. We're partners in our rescue team from now on, Tetra. Glad to have you on board. The team name? Well, I don't have one yet. So Tetra, what do you think would be a good name for us? I guess since we're going with this theme, we should be Zetscored. Why not? Zetscored. I like it. It's a good name. It's perfect for us. Of course you'd think that, Zets. Rescue Team Zetscored. Let's do good starting tomorrow. Alright, there you go. You heard the man. We're gonna be starting the rest of this tomorrow, so see you guys later. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That said, how Tetra and Zets began their career together. The next morning. In this game, when the next morning comes up, that means that something important is going to happen the next day, which we're going to see a lot of that early game. I'm still the same. The way I look, I'm still a Charmander. But why would I be transformed into a Pokemon? I don't understand this at all. I feel groggy and sleepy. Not feeling well. I need more sleep. This is basically like exactly how I feel when I wake up on like a Saturday morning. We can try to leave, but we're gonna have to go back to sleep on that little hay bale. It's kind of cool though. You got all this fire. We can save our adventure, and that's gonna be the equivalent of sleeping, I guess, diegetically. So. Oof. which is apparent. This is the line that Oof Maxima got his name from. I'm feeling refreshed. I still look like a Pokemon, but... Oh, that's right. That Pokemon. I think it was Zetz. We made a promise to form a rescue team together. I wonder what Zetz is doing. I should go out. And this is paralleling the first time that Zetz invited me on Replay of the Week, where I slept in and missed the start time. We don't have to talk about that, though. Huh? Oh, no. Haha, sorry. I was so excited I came out at dawn to wait for you. I must have snoozed off. Anyway, today marks the start of our rescue team. Let's always do our best. But anyway, we don't have any job offers yet. Oh yeah, maybe there's something in the mailbox. Zetz checked the mailbox, and it's got all of the goodies in it. A rescue team starter set. With a badge, a toolbox, and some Pokemon news. Yes, there are some good things in here. First off, the rescue team badge. It shows that we're a rescue team. I wanted to say official in there, but whatever. This is a toolbox. You use it for carrying items you find in dungeons. Let's put the stuff Butterfree gave us in here for now. Yeah, I'm really bad at reading, so sorry about that. Copy of the Pokemon news, which is not that relevant to gameplay, but I guess we'll read it. Just why not? Any other mail? Maybe not. It was empty. Okay, so there isn't any mail for us after all. If there are any rescue jobs, we would be getting mail, but nobody knows about us since we're a new team, I guess. I mean, this is pretty much how it is as a new YouTuber. Nobody knows about us, so... Oh, but here comes Pelipper. One of the best pursuit trappers in ADVOU, I'm told. That's not true. It's... I mean... If you were doing, like, a tier list of pursuit trappers, like, is it even... Like, what? It's probably worse than Sceptile, even. Alright, so... We're gonna have to check the mailbox. Maybe it's a rescue job offer. What does it say? I heard about you from Caterpie. Please, we need your help. Magnemite is in trouble. A strange electromagnetic wave flowed through a dungeon, and it stuck together Magnemite and Magnemite. That isn't enough to form a Magneton. It's not complete the way it is now. Please, we need help from Magnemite's friend. That's... I forgot that that's what they said. 4-hour video about pursuit trappers in ADVOU. I think I have, like, a 15-minute section on that when I'm talking about... whatever the first ghost type I did a video on was. Probably Gengar. Should we go and do this? I don't know, man. I'm not really feeling it. I'm not a big fan of Magneton, in fact. So let's not go. I like how it stops the music. Oh, why? It's our first job. Let's go. Alright, fine. Let's go. That's the spirit. Let's do our best. Oh, you are here. My friends are in the cavern. My friends should be on B6F. Please help them. Alright, we're going in. So B6F, basically that means that it's going to be basement floor 1 to 6. It still counts up. It's just a distinction about the direction that the stairs is going. There's very, very little difference between dungeons that go B floors and just regular floors. There is a difference that will come up at some point, but it's not relevant now. Alright, get out of here, Rattata. Gravel rocks can be lobbed at a distance from foes. So, let's check that out. So, if I set these, or if I use them, they'll throw in a little arc, and just, if there's nothing to hit, then they'll just land wherever. If I can see an enemy Pokemon, so like this Poochyena, well, it's right in front of me, so... So this Poochyena is running away from me. That's due to its ability Runaway. When a Pokemon has that ability, when they go below a certain amount of HP, they will run away from you. Kind of annoying, and especially if it's your ability. But this Rattata here, there's a wall in between us. I can't hit it with a move, but I can throw a rock and hit it for 20 damage, which is really, really strong. It's probably about as strong as our Scratch, in fact. It's 11:40 a.m. on Saturday, and you're pretty busy. Must be Australian time zone, just about. Tell Jim I said hi. Alright, we're just kind of going through the dungeon here. So, moves like Growl and Tail Whip, I'm sure most of you know what they do. They lower your stats. This thing that's below me is called a Wonder Tile. If I step on that, it resets my stats. It will reset good stats as well, but it's not super relevant for us since we don't have any moves that boost our physical attack stat. Sometimes Pokemon will spawn into floors even after you've... Oh, there we go. After we've explored them. So, like, now there's all these sleeping Pokemon. I'm not going to bother with them. Oh, well. There's kind of no way around it for there. The partner Pokemon has its own AI where it will kind of just attack randomly into the opposing Pokemon. If I want to stop my partner from doing moves that I don't like, I can kind of unselect them here. So now there's no star next to Growl, so now Mudkip will not use the move Growl ever. So we're gonna... Might watch the VOD later. Jim says hi. Thank you for the $5. Alright. Just take that. Level 7, we get Ember. That's huge. So, unlike in modern generations, the starter Pokemon don't learn their first stab moves until about level 7 for most of them. I could be wrong. Maybe... I'm sure there's got to be one of the grass types where the first move it learns is Leech Seed rather than, like, Absorb or Vine Whip. Your partner Pokemon can pick up items if they walk over them as well. Oh, Voltorb, huh? Oh, critical hit. There we go. So I guess I could mention a little bit about how the base power system works in Mystery Dungeon. It's different than it's different than like the mainline Pokemon. So if I look at info on a move, it doesn't give me very much like info on it at all. There's no like base power or anything. Every move has some inherent amount of power, and they don't scale quite the same as base power. And all you need to know is that weaker moves in this game are relatively stronger than they are in the mainline games. We can maybe get a little bit more granular with it when we get later in the game, when we have more moves to kind of contend with. To the chatter who's asking if we randomly selected Charmander, Sort of. We just did the personality test at the beginning, and this is the Pokemon that I received by answering honestly, so... I guess I'm a Charmander at heart. It means I have to do a Charizard and ADV video, right? I've already done one, by the way. Ouch. I'm getting smoked here. Okay, so now I'm at low health. This is gonna, I guess... I hope this kills, because if it doesn't, I might lose. Uh-oh. Dang, we lost already. Alright, so... This is why you don't try to show stuff off like that. So there was a little bit of like an aura that went around my Charmander. That was to show that I was in blaze range, and so I would have done extra damage. But I literally lost on the second dungeon. Trying to show that off, huh? Mystery Dungeon, you do not have perfect accuracy on most moves, so that's why Ember missed. So be careful about that. But we get to see the map a little early, so that's cool. Because Magnemite just have to wait a whole another day to rescue their brothers who are stuck together. I think they just say that they're friends, right? They're not actually related. This Ember missing, it's reminding me a lot of ADV actually, like with Charizard missing its Fire Blasts. I guess we're gonna go with Scratch. Oh, well, I guess we'll miss that too. I can move these up in the order too, I guess. Alright, now we're critting to make up for all the misses, right? Alrighty. To explain stats a little bit, so... After this Rattata gets hit by Ember, thank you. So you'll see that I'm getting HP, attack, defense, special attack, and special defense on a level up. You might be wondering, well, where is speed? Well, there is no speed stat in the first Mystery Dungeon game. At least not like a displayed one. Speed is changed so that when you get a speed boost, you'll be making twice as many attacks rather than like determining who moves first on a turn. As such, there's also not really priority moves. You saw the Elekid that killed me on the previous run using Quick Attack. That has a 1 to 2 tile range rather than moving before the opponent gets to move. So certain moves have had to change to contend with the differences in the mechanics for Mystery Dungeon. And sometimes that makes some of these moves broken, particularly multi-hit moves. If you've if you're familiar with this game, you should know that multi-hit moves are really, really busted. Ember is a pretty standard move, but it can cut corners. Unlike Scratch. So if a Pokemon was around a corner like this, and I tried to use the move Scratch, it would miss. But if I use Ember, it would hit them. So... Voltorb's kind of nasty because I think sometimes they can have Sonic Boom, which does a lot of damage early game, so... It's a Cherry Berry. Let's see, for those rocks that I picked up, they don't have to attack in a straight line per se. So if I set these, they can kind of arc. They have like a fan-shaped hit like line of sight. So if an opponent is on the same floor as you and they're kind of like within a wedge shape of you, then you can hit them. So just kind of turn in the direction that they're going, and then you'll hit them. All right. Stop missing Ember so much. God dang. And finally, we get to floor 6 of the second dungeon. It only took me 2 tries. But let's get these Magneton out of here. Our bodies separated. Rejoice. Yay. I'm not doing the anymore. Yay. Be thankful, you two. You are our hero. Thank you. We got 500 Poke for that. And a Reviver Seed. That would have been nice previously. Reviver Seed is probably one of the best items in the game. When you faint, you get revived back to full health. But there we go. We'll save. And then we're going to get an important cutscene, all right? I know this one. I know a little something about this game. Where am I? Maybe, is this a dream? Oh, there's someone here. Who is it? Someone I know? I can't remember. I think I dreamt something, but I can't quite remember what that dream was about. Oh well, today's another day of rescues. I wonder if I have any mail. Better check the mailbox. If you ask Z Panther, in fact, he does not have dreams, so he would never have this issue. But we're gonna... As much as we try, we can't leave. We must check the mailbox. But there was no mail inside. Good morning, Tetra. Aren't you up early? Oh, so you checked the mailbox. So, was there anything? Were there any rescue requests? Huh? Empty? I suppose so. We've only just started, after all. I'm ad-libbing, I'm adding words. Well, too bad. Want to go to Pokemon Square? I think if we go to the Pelipper post office, there will be jobs posted. Pokemon Square's over this way. Let's go. This is the Pokemon Square. That's the Kecleon shop. You can buy and sell items there. That's Felicity Bank. You can save your money there. This is the Gulpin Link shop. Gulpin can link moves for you. Huh? What's linking? Well, if you link moves, you can use them at the same time. I think you should ask Gulpin if you want to know more. This is Kangaskhan Storage. If you store items here, they'll never go missing. You should store important items here before you go out on any dungeon adventure. What do you think? The businesses here help us. Oh, and there's also the Pelipper post office. That's up past here. I think we can get some information on rescue jobs. Let's first go to Pelipper post office. Alright, so we're going to move and Zetz is going to follow us. We can talk to Kangaskhan. I think the storage is very important. It's literally free, so there's no reason to not do it. I'm going to get rid of the copies of the sleep seeds we have. I'm not that worried about a Rossberry right now. Burn is actually not that crazy a status. Especially because we're a fire type and we're not going to get burned. And then we'll give an orange berry as well. Alright, so now if I try to pull stuff out of storage, it'll have all the items that I put in kind of organized here. I think it's in alphabetical order. We can talk to the Kecleons. There's a non-shiny and a shiny Kecleon. The shiny Kecleon will have orbs for us. They're pretty powerful items, but I don't really need them right now, so we'll hold off. And then Kecleon's going to have more typical items. 3 Reviver Seeds, that's really good luck. If I didn't lose all my money the first time, I might be able to buy one. But here's the bank. We'll deposit all of our money in the bank. Every time you die in the dungeon, you lose all of the money and items that are associated with your character. So, probably just store all the ones that you don't need. There's a shop here that is not available to us yet. And the Gulpin Link shop, we'll get involved with that at some point soon, but just not right now. That building is the Pelipper post office. It's literally like Pelipper shaped and everything. This is where information is gathered from Pokemon needing rescue in various locations. See? Have a look at this bulletin board. So, we can get as many of these as we want. I guess I'll get all of them. Why not? And then we can activate the jobs by doing take job here. I'm going to activate all the Thunderwave Cave ones. See, there were jobs listed, right? To do a rescue job, you first select it with accept. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I already said this, Zets. Come on. We can go inside the post office. We can talk to the Pelipper that are here. And we can receive SOS mail, leave for rescue, stuff like that. This is kind of what... back when this game was more like the like current Mystery Dungeon game, you could go on and actually rescue other people who have like fainted in a dungeon so that they don't lose all their items and stuff like that. It's not much like hardly anybody's playing anymore, so that's not a super duper relevant feature, but you can also get things called Wonder Mail, or you can send thank you mail and stuff like that. Yeah, we're just post that. Wonder Mail, you can put codes in that give you like special missions that you can kind of just call up yourself. We don't really need to worry about that so much, but there are ways to get items that you otherwise would not be able to get through Wonder Mail. So they kind of act as like a fancy like cheat code system in a way. We'll probably explore that later on, but for now we're going to be doing no Wonder Mail or anything like that. What is my team name? It's Zetscord. We can try going out to the left here, and we can see the marsh and this mountain range. So Peanut Swamp and Mount Clef. So these are areas called friend areas. They're not very relevant to us right now, but just know that they're there. We'll explain them a little bit more when we get some friends, but we don't have any friends because we're Gen 3 OU content creators, and you don't make very many friends doing that, do you? So we do have some jobs to do. I can check them in mission objectives. So on the 3rd floor, we're going to rescue a Sunkern. On the 4th floor, we're going to rescue a Voltorb, and on the 5th floor, we're going to deliver a Cherry Berry. So, delivery is probably one of the hardest types of missions to do for us right now, because we might not have the item, but I did happen to have a Cherry Berry, so we'll be good to go. Sometimes you can find the item that you are meant to deliver while going through the dungeon, but not always, so be careful if you accept those missions and you don't have the item. So right now we're looking for a Sunkern. They will have a green or like yellowish highlight underneath them, and you just want to talk to them by pressing A on them, and you can send them back. And we've completed that mission. So now we can leave the dungeon if we would so like to, but since we have other missions, I'm going to continue with the adventure. Yeah, so you saw how a Rattata just picked up 3 Gravel Rock there? Enemy Pokemon, if they walk over an item, they can pick them up too. Alright, get out of here, Elekid. A Blast Seed. Blast Seeds are really good if you're, especially if you're not a fire type, for the first boss, but we'll talk about that more when we get there. We have not had to fight a boss yet. Yeah, let him know, Zets. We're trying to rescue a Voltorb. It's not just any Voltorb, don't worry. We didn't just kill the Voltorb we were supposed to rescue, but this is the one. We're going to continue on. I really like the music in this game, by the way. As you probably know if you've watched my videos, because I use the music from Mystery Dungeon a lot in them. If you're somebody who knows the game a little more, let me know what your favorite track is. Let's see. Take that money. So we should be looking for a client who wants this Cherry Berry in my inventory. You'll notice that sometimes I level up before Zets does. And that's because each Pokemon has a slightly different, like, experience pool. Some Pokemon just level up a little bit faster than the others do. I believe that, in fact, like, Bulbasaur, Trico, Chikorita level up a bit faster. Doesn't really matter that much, but if you're ever curious why we don't level up at the same time, that's why. So that was the last mission, so we'll warp out of the dungeon, and we've successfully, impressively, in fact, completed a mission. The Time Gear theme from Explorers of Time, Darkness, Sky, I liked that one as well. It's kind of like when it first plays, is it at Fogbound Lake? Or does it play earlier than that? Probably plays a little earlier than that. Really interesting. So we got a Cherry Berry for our troubles. Nice. But more importantly, the 5 rescue points. We're going to try to get a very high rescue rank, so... we could see what the rewards for doing these things were before. I didn't check them because I just... None of them are going to be that crazy at the beginning of the game, but... Dialga's theme from Explorers of Sky. Yeah, Dialga's Fight to the Finish, I think is the name of that track. That's a fantastic one. The boss themes are really good. The boss theme in This game, I think it's called Defy the Legends. What a sick name for a track. Again? Am I dreaming again? It's that Pokemon again, huh? They're talking to me. I can't hear them clearly. What are they saying? Huh? It's shaking. An earthquake? Whoa, it's getting worse. For a dream, this feels strangely real, but... You guys ever had the earthquake dream? Hello? Hello, you are Tetra, aren't you? Oh, you can't see us, of course. How very rude of us. Oh, we're pleased to meet you. We are Dugtrio. Last night, during the earthquake, our child Diglett was attacked. He was whisked away to the peak of a tall mountain. We couldn't possibly climb somewhere so high up. That's why we must call upon you for help, Tetra. Wow, Dugtrio is asking a Charmander to do this? Diglett was abducted by a Pokemon named Skarmory. Oh, Skarmory, that's an evil Pokemon. We all know about Skarmory and all of its nastiness that it does. It's a vilely vicious ruffian. Please do be careful. Please, we need your help. We must go. I like how this Dugtrio kind of just comes into our house like that. I mean, it's kind of a home invasion in a sense, but like, then again, we don't even have a door on our house, so can you even really call it that? Good morning, Tetra. Huh? You were just asked to go on a rescue mission. Yes. Our child Diglett was kidnapped. When Dugtrio talks, is it just one voice or is it three guys taking turns? I would like to say it's three guys taking turns. I'm not good enough to be doing three different voices for one character, let alone different voices for different characters, so... Please, we need your help. Bye-bye. Oh, okay. Let's go. So we can check our mail. I probably should have checked this earlier. Your badge has the power to send back to town any Pokemon you've rescued. Just hold the badge up and it does the rest. By completing rescue jobs, you will be awarded points that raise your team's ranking. Aim for bronze rank for now. And that's what we're going to be aiming for. We don't have to go straight for that mission. I'm going to take a look at some of the items, see if there's anything worth buying. Reviver seeds are cool, but we don't need that. Big Apple is just an apple, but bigger. I know, stellar commentary, but apples are gonna increase our belly, and that's gonna be important for later. This guy can also sell TMs. This up here, Shockwave, the item is a TM that will teach the move Shockwave. Unfortunately, neither Charmander nor Mudkip can learn it, so it's not really that useful to us. I'm gonna store some of these apples. I don't need that many. Yeah, let's do that. You don't have very much bag space in the first Mystery Dungeon game, so it's a little bit annoying to manage your stuff. We're gonna deposit all of our money. And there's nothing on the bulletin board for us, so can't even take that. You remember eating a lot of apples at the beginning stage, thinking you'd keep your belly size for the whole game. You see, I used to do that in the mainline game. I used to think that, like, Swords Dance boosts would stick forever. And tragically, that's not the case. So we could go to any dungeon on here, but we have this Go here. That's for a, like, main quest at Mount Steel, which has some of the best music in the game. Here we are, Mount Steel. So Diglett was whisked to its peak. That's right. This Dugtrio is just, like, appearing anywhere. Like, Are you sure you can't climb this by yourself? Let's go. I love the bass on this. Listen to the bass in particular. They do a lot with not very much. Like this, keep in mind that this game was made for the GBA as well as the DS, so they have to contend with the limited number of audio tracks that the GBA allows for. Now, they did update the audio a little bit in uh, Blue Rescue Team, but like there's slightly different instrumentation on some of the songs, but what am I trying to say here? I think for the most part, it's keeping to the same melodies and all that. So again, doing a lot with a little. You gotta love this era of video games. All right, Aaron. 69 damage. That's a lot. Just gonna proceed. So we were told that this is a 9-floor dungeon. I will just say there will be a boss fight at the end. You get a cookie if you guess what Pokemon we're fighting. Shouldn't be a guess at all. If you're paying attention, you could probably read between the lines. Yeah, let's fight this Zigzagoon. Zigzagoon's a cool Pokemon, particularly in Mystery Dungeon because it has the ability Pickup, and Pickup is actually a decent ability. It can get you some good items. It's a good way to farm certain items in the late game if you're interested in that, but obviously we don't really need all of that just yet. Take these Gravel Rock. Not gonna fight that Geodude. A Red Rescue Team ROM hack this week. The same, but you can store more items, got more quality of life things. I did think about installing some mods for this, but I kind of wanted to just play through the game normally. Just in case people are watching this and this is the first time that they're experiencing the game as well. Zangoose mentioned in the chat. There's a little bit of a debate going on in Zetscord the other day, I think, about what the worst UUBL ranked Pokemon was. And somebody said Zangoose. I'm inclined to believe that it's Crobat. Does anybody want to weigh in on this? Oh my gosh, it's a Pinsir. They're throwing some heaters at us right at the beginning of the game. No, nobody wants to weigh in on this. I mean, that's fine too. All right, we're at the 9th floor, final floor. Look, Tetra, Diglett's over there. Hey, are you all right? We've come to rescue you. I'm scared. Corvinus says it's Kadabra. I mean, yeah, actually, that's pretty fair. Kadabra, I mean, Alakazam's already not fantastic, and Kadabra's just Alakazam, but worse. I have seen somebody on ladder use a team with both Kadabra and Alakazam. Skarmory, don't do this. Release Diglett. How dare you? It's their fault. I haven't slept in days because the earthquakes frighten me so. Every night we've had them. Those earthquakes are caused by this brat's ilk running wild underground. That's not true. Well, it's true there have been many earthquakes lately, but it would take more than Diglett's family going wild under the ground to cause earthquakes. You be quiet! We'll fight if you keep that up. It's no good. Skarmory is too agitated to listen to reason. We'll have to fight it out. I mean, this is the classic video game thing, right? Is if you have a conflict and one person has a misunderstanding, you have to beat them senselessly until they see reason. So I'm going to throw a Gravel Rock to start. That'll do a fixed 20 damage. And then I can just Ember. And Ember's super effective. It's oh, I got a burn. That was very lucky. Wow, that did a lot of damage to Zets. Okay, so you might have noticed that Zets used Mud Slap, which is a ground type move, and hit the Skarmory, and it said it did not very effective damage. The type effectiveness has been changed in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. There are no type immunities. There's instead of immunities, it'll be has little effect, which does less damage. I'm gonna try to heal up Zets. I think I always get hesitant on this because I can't remember if in this game you pick after you eat. Oh no, you don't. Whoops, that was a waste of a turn and Oran Berry. So I think to heal your partner, I have to throw the Oran Berry at him and he'll eat it. And there you go, Zets got the kill. Very good job, Zets. Grr, I can't keep up. I'll flee for now. Is she a bird brain? I mean, think about it. Skarmory is a bird, and birds are pretty stupid. Not all birds. I think, like, parrots are pretty smart, I've heard. But typically, birds are pretty dumb. Oh, true. I could have given it to them, but I guess throwing is probably good enough. I can't. I'm too scared to move. Okay, no problem. We'll come to you. Just wait. Whoa. Sheesh, look at this cliff. I can't see the bottom. Birds are very... You know what? Crows are pretty smart. They can solve some puzzles and stuff, but I don't like birds, so... Sorry if that's, Sorry that my bird slander is getting in here. Oh. You're the Magnemite we saved. We got word of this. We can rescue Diglett from the sky. Hold on to us tight. Don't be scared. We won't make the mistake of zapping you. Which matters because there's no type immunity in this game. I do think that in... starting with maybe Super, that they did have type immunity added into the game. I don't know if I like that. I kind of like that type effectiveness is a little bit different. Yeah, this Skarmory is nothing like Skarmory and OU. It should have used Spikes turn 1. Which is a move in this game, and it's not very good. But, yeah. My feet feel like they're still walking on air. Feet? He has them? Feet? Well, you're safe now. That's what counts. So there you go. Mystery Dungeon has confirmed that Diglett has feet under there. So I know that there's some artists in the chat. You know what to do. Huh? What was that? Am I hearing voices? Whoops, you can't see us. That's terribly rude of us. Hello, Dugtrio here. I think that every time you send out a Dugtrio for the first time in a battle, it should say, "Hello, Dugtrio here," in the battle log for your opponent. I think that would make Dugtrio a lot better than it already is. I'm gonna skip through some of this dialogue here. As cool as the flavor text is, I'm getting tired of reading it. After all, Pokemon must help each other. They say they feel a kinship. It's like the same thing, right? It's Pokemon where one of something becomes three of that something, right? A Petroscarf and a Ginseng. Those are some pretty good items. Oh, wait, don't go away. What is it? Would you like to join our team? Join your team? Yes. We couldn't have done that last job if you weren't around, Magnemite. I thought we would need more help for doing rescues in the future. Tetra, don't you think so too? Yeah, we don't need any help. This is literally me talking to Jets about who's going to be on replay of the week. Yeah, 2 is plenty. But, you know, we couldn't have rescued Diglett just by ourselves. If it weren't for the 2 Magnemite that flew out, we would have been helpless. Or Tetra, you're saying you could have done something to that... You could have done that rescue by yourself? Tetra, do you have some special ability that would let you do that? Yeah, my body stretches. Oh, really? Can you show us? Yeah, sorry, I can't. Oh, were you just making fun of me? Sheesh. How will this stream impact Ursaring's role in OU? Well, I'll give you the lowdown on Ursaring on how to make it good. Click the move Focus Punch, and that's it. Don't click any other move. You just click Focus Punch. And if your opponent switches, then Ursaring's a top tier Pokemon. And if your opponent keeps attacking you, well then... I mean, at least you're stopping them from Dragon Dancing, right? Rescue team, that sounds fun. But if you need us to rush over to rescues, we need somewhere to live close by. Is there anywhere we can live in this area? Well... Oh, there isn't? Too bad. Sorry, but we can't join you. See you. They just give up so easily. It looks like we need to find places for Pokemon to live if we want some to join our rescue team. I know. Let's go out to Pokemon Square tomorrow. Is this the same that got a Switch remake in 2019? Yes. This is Pokemon Blue Rescue Team, which was remade to a Rescue Team DX for the Switch, which is a fantastic game in its own right, and I had the ability to stream it, but it seemed like many of you guys preferred the original, so I'm gonna play the original. It's probably better for me too, because I would have had to charge my Switch controller. And if it went out during streaming, I don't know what I would have done, because I only have one charger for it. Maybe my roommate would have let me borrow his. Another dream sequence. I forgot how frequent these were. Again. It's that dream again. That Pokemon, who could it be? Huh? I'm hearing better this time. What? Human? My role? Wait, please tell me more. This is definitely me when I'm dreaming about Gardevoir. Spoilers, by the way, for what Pokemon that is. Entei and Typhlosion are pretty weak. Willamane, let this man know. If you're still here. If you're not, then I see where we stand. Morning, Tetra. What's the matter? You haven't woken up yet? Oh? You've been having strange dreams. What was the strange dream about? Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Tetra, you said you're actually a human, right? So maybe those dreams have some connection to how you became a Pokemon, Tetra? By the way, Tetra, what do you want to do? Do you want to turn back into a human? It's true. I haven't thought about it much, but do I want to become a human again? I'm not sure. What's wrong? Is this a dilemma for you? Well, I hope so. It must be more fun to be here with me. Anyway, we're supposed to go to Pokemon Square today. Do you remember? We need to get information on how we can add members to the rescue team. Let's get going. Oh, I don't even get the choice. I have to be railroaded into this, huh? Anything cool to buy? A stun seed. There's actually something really interesting about this item in particular, the stun seed. If you type it in backwards into the chat, then you get gifted membership, I've heard. Blowback orb. Nope, we don't need all that. I'm gonna deposit some more items, of course. That's probably fine. Do I like any of the Mystery Dungeon ROM hacks? Actually, I've not played any. If you have any recommendations, though, definitely let me know and I can check them out. I'm going to actually take all my money out this time. We're going to talk to Wigglytuff, who is not the Guildmaster, if you're familiar with future installments of the Mystery Dungeon series. Not related at all. Friends are my treasures. Welcome to Wigglytuff Club, a circle of friends. Oh? Is this your first visit here? Oh, I get it. You started a rescue team too, didn't you? You've come to the right place. I sell friend areas to add members to your rescue team. Since you're here for the very first time, I'll give you 2 friend areas for free. Let's do it! Wigglytuff, Wigglytuff, let's be friends. Ta! Congratulations, you can go to the Wild Plains now. You can also go to the Mistrise Forest. Now you can recruit Pokemon that live in these 2 friend areas. How do you recruit new members? Well, if you're fighting a Pokemon that live in a friend area, sometimes they will come to admire you as a friend. In that case, they may ask you to join your team. Just keep trying. If you're giving away friend areas, can you also give my friend access to the Power Plant friend area? I also want to join their rescue team. Okay, gotcha. I'm giving it away today. Wigglytuff, Wigglytuff, let's be friends. Ta! Congratulations, you can go to the Power Plant now. Yes, now I can join their team. Yay. Sorry, I know my friend turned down your offer to join your team yesterday. But after mulling it over all last night, my friend developed an overwhelming desire to become your team member. I apologize, but could you allow my friend to join your rescue team? Oh, wow. Don't forget, we were the ones who asked you to join, so yes, that'd be awesome. Glad to have you on board. Yay, so we get a Magnemite, which we don't ever have to, like, take advantage of, but I guess I might as well show it off. Do we want to name the Magnemite after anybody? Does anybody want the Magnemite named after them? I guess nobody does. We'll save it for another time. I'll be resting up in the Power Plant friend area. If you want me along for a rescue, come and get me at the Power Plant. Okay. Go to your friend areas by taking the left path from your... Alright, I already know all this. So, we can buy friend areas from Wigglytuff. This is going to be really important for any sort of, how should I say, like all recruitment runs that could be done. I'm not... There's not like a particularly... None of these are like particularly more important than others. You can look up online which friend areas are associated with which Pokemon if you're interested in getting some, but I'm just going to try to buy all of them as we go. I guess we'll do Mushroom Forest. And Rub-a-Dub River, why not? Because that sounds a fun name. And then that's kind of it. We'll go see if we can get more stuff to do here. And then we run over here, and now there's a new little cutscene for us. Please help my friend. Please, I need help. Forget it. We're not about to work for that. But my friend needs a gust of wind, please. Hi, what's going on? Okay, I'm not going to do a voice for Lumbre. I mean, I'm not that I've been doing a voice for many characters, but, like, come on, I feel like that would be in bad taste. Hey, man, Huh? That scene there? Jumpluff's begging for a rescue mission, but not finding any luck. See that guy? There, the one in the middle with the pointy nose? Well, they all have pointy noses. He's a Pokemon named Shiftry. He's got his own rescue team. But his team's greedy. They won't work unless they get paid royally. Jumpluff's been begging for help, but I feel sorry for that poor Pokemon. Wait. Oh, well, what do you want? Oh, it's Alakazam. That's Alakazam? Hey, rather cold-hearted, aren't you? To save Jumpluff's friend, a strong wind is needed. Your leafy fans can whip up powerful winds. It's an easy matter for you. Help that Pokemon out. Grr. Shh. Okay, we'll do it. That is not the way to go. To get anywhere. Wow. That Shiftry agreed without any argument. Say, who are they? What? You don't know? It's Alakazam's team. They're the most famous rescue team around these parts. That's Charizard. His flamethrower can melt mountains. That's Tyranitar. He takes great pride in his armored body and amazing strength. And that's their leader, Alakazam. Alakazam doesn't like physical attacks. He fights with his psychic powers. He's endowed with an amazing brain of an IQ of 5,000. Damn! I think the IQ scale is based on standard deviations. So, like, the higher your IQ is, the smarter you are, or the more standard deviations you are from, as compared to, like, the median. So that means that Alakazam is, like, top, like, 99 point, however many ninth percentile. Apparently he's memorized everything that's happened in the world. This is what I thought being smart was like as a kid. In fact, it's more about like running crypto scams. Alakazam does all the commanding in the team. He's clearly in charge. Thank you. No need for thanks. It is only natural that you get help. If anyone turns you down again, come see me. Take care. Cool. I wouldn't expect anything less from a gold rank team. Well, what's wrong? What's up? It's fine. Nothing. Let's go. Zamcoin? Anybody buying Zamcoin? Whew, that was scary. Sheesh. Cool. Woo, Tetra. We need to become like them. This is like Zets watching like LRXC. Let's rescue more members and make our rescue team first class. And I'll be honest, they say that they're that team, Alakazam's team, which I think gets retconned in the remake to be called Team ACT, which I think is a better name than just Alakazam's team. Gold rank is not that high. In fact, I think we might be able to get to gold rank before the end game. So we'll see. Not if I can help it. I need to do a better voice for that Pokemon there. Good morning, Tetra. Make him Chinese? He's Gengwei, I guess. Let's read. You could save your adventure by going to your bed, blah, 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 blah. All right. So let's take all of these jobs. I'm not sure if this will affect anything, but I know what the next story beat is, so. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't know the next story beat. Nobody wanted to take me up on that free membership, by the way. All you have to do is spell Stunseed backwards in the chat. Return is a very powerful TM if you have a Pokemon that's set up for it. Otherwise, it's really weak. But Frustration is actually a lot stronger. It's very easy to maintain Frustration. There's no, like, friendship in this game. But there's something called IQ, and that replaces sort of friendship for the sake of return calculations. Alakazam's team has the gold rank. Isn't that awesome? You have a rescue team too, don't you? What's your rank? We're gold rank. What? You're gold rank too? I'm not falling for a lie like that. They just opened a new training gym, which we will take a look at. Alright, stop talking, Bellsprout. Yapaholic, am I right? So up here, there's not much going on. There's Caterpie. Oh, Tetra and Zets, long time no see. I have a new friend. His name is Metapod. I'm going to call on Metapod and go play in the woods. It's going to be fun. He's going to get lost again. And up here, Whiscash. Seeing the innocence of children at play is a good thing. Ho ho ho. When I was small, I was tiny. Ho 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 ho. Whiscash is probably on the Epstein list. We'll just keep the money that we have on us. Except that I can delete some of these jobs, so unfortunately, these Tiny Woods jobs, they're beneath me. I'm not taking them. So, we will take all those Mount Steel jobs. I'll go down here just to show what this is. Here's this is the Makuhita Dojo. Through rigorous training, one begets true power, or through rigorous training, one begets true power. So we can go and train in there, which will give us some small dungeons that we can complete. And get a little bit of extra experience and stuff like that, but it's not super necessary right now. In fact, it might even be a little difficult for us because we're pretty low level. But we'll take these Mount Steel jobs. It looks like we have more Mount Steel jobs than Thunderwave Cave, so we're gonna go do Mount Steel. So early on in Mystery Dungeon, basically you're just going to be doing jobs like this. You don't have to do the jobs, but you can if you want to. Oh, I forgot to bring Magnemite with us. Oh well. Dang, Zet's finally got Water Gun, like a usable move. No, he's fine. But let's see what his moves are. I don't know if the order in here matters for anything important, but we'll order it the way that I would click the moves. If you press, again, I'm not sure because I'm not playing on a DS controller, but actually, I've got my 3DS right here. I think if you press Y, this grid comes up that you can spin directions on. If a enemy Pokemon is adjacent to you and you just press Y, it'll flick you in the the direction of the enemy Pokemon. All right, no, nothing there. So Scratch should be not very effective on Aaron. Steel Rock type. I think it's a Steel Rock type, right? Should be ×4 resistant, but as you saw, Scratch did like 19, which is not like too terribly bad. In Mystery Dungeon, the damage formula is such that Stab is actually the most impactful to the damage that you do. It gives you the 1.5 times boost. Super effective attacks are not quite as important. I can't remember if it's 1.25 times damage or less. I'm not. Somebody check me on that. But just know that stab is actually a lot more important. All right, so we have nothing here. That will play to remind you that you have a mission to accomplish on this floor. Good. All right, so save this Wurmple. We're not going to leave just yet. I am pretty sure that there's no concept of physical special split yet in Blue and Red Rescue Team. So that's not very different from Gen 3 OU, if you guys are familiar with that, which you should be because you're watching Tetrafolium. Yeah, you see how little damage that Mud Slap did for a super effective move? And Tackle did like only 8 points less. That goes to show that super effective is not that big a deal in this game. All right, let's save that Spearow. No, we're continuing with the adventure. Rest in peace to Speed Pass for Fearo's viability in OU. That would have been a great video. But, yeah. Bite is dangerous. So, just like in regular Pokemon, or I should say mainline series Pokemon, that's going to deal, like, counter damage to us over the course of however many turns that we attack it. I think it's 3 turns to attack. So we definitely want to make that thing faint before it destroys Zets, who foolishly attacked it. Did people use Fearow? I mean, no, but it does have access to agility and baton pass, I'm pretty sure, so. I can't remember if I did the rescue mission here. I'm pretty sure I did. So if you step on the stairs and you didn't go through them, you can check the ground and proceed. You can do that with items that you didn't pick up either. Another Spearow to rescue. Nobody's wanted to join our crew. There's a Beldum there. Beldum is super cool because it evolves into Metagross. And I would love to get one of those, but unfortunately, we're not so lucky. We might not even have the right thing for it. Did I do... The one thing that I don't like about this version of Mystery Dungeon is it doesn't give you any indication of if you've completed the previous missions, like it is the case in Explorers. So that's kind of annoying, but I'm going to trust that I did complete the missions. And I think that was the last mission, so we'll get out of here. If I missed any of them, then laugh at me. We get 10 Gravel Rock. Cool. Oh, and a Reviver Seed. That's actually really good. These all have the same line. You say they do the thank you for rescuing me. Yeah. Come on, come up with a new line, everybody. Do better. Didn't we do good today? Let's call it a night and get some rest. This is exactly what Zet says after we're done streaming. We'll save. And we'll continue. I didn't have any sort of like thoughts for how long the stream will go. I guess I'll keep going as long as people are here. Good morning. Let's do good again today. Is this the place where that team Zetscord is based? Uh-oh. It's the... It's Nexhawk saying there's nothing here. And I guess Bear could be Metacham. Depressing, isn't it? And then it's the Sprinkler. Alright, sorry about that. Who'd run a rescue team from a dump like this? Unbelievable. Who are you people? Oh? Over there, there's a mailbox. Yeah, check it out. Now wait a second. What do you do? What do you think you're doing? Yes. Rescue job offers. Ooh la la, isn't this rather tasty? We'll have them all. Stop! Those were meant for us. Don't butt in. It doesn't matter who does it. We're a rescue team too, I'll have you know. But all we ever get up to is no good. Want to know how it works? If we have the cover of a rescue team, we can get away with so much more. We have our eyes on world domination. What? World domination? You heard right. That's why we're raking in the cash and adding to our gang. The world will be ours. The rescue team of evil, Team Meanies, is who we are. See you around. Now wait a second. Gengar is surely Omniweave? I don't know. I mean, shoutouts to all the deucers from Zetscord. They took off. What an unbelievable bunch. Oh no, it's empty. They took everything. Shoutouts to Pelipper saving the day. We're in luck. Pelipper delivered some mail. We can go on rescue missions again with this. But those guys, they better not try anything if we see them again. I mean, they didn't steal our... Okay, I don't think they actually stole anything from us. There's a little bit of ludonarrative dissonance. There you go. I know the big terms there. I have no space for items. Oh, jeez. Where's Magnezone when you need them? Oh, man. I hate to say it, but we don't have any policing force in the first miss. Well, I don't know if I hate to say that. Let's not get political, though. I'm gonna put all these orbs away. I should probably put the Pecha Scarf on. That'll actually artificially increase our Oh, I can't give an item out here? I'm not sure. See if we can buy some more. I actually want to get the Safari, I think. No, I'm broke, so we're gonna just buy what we can afford. Tadpole Pond, that's ours. That's where Poliwag can go there, I'm pretty sure. Don't ask me what random Pokemon can go where. Tetra is based? Well, all I'm saying is that I changed the background from blue to green, so. Any cool items? I'm not looking for anything in particular. I guess I would buy a Reviver Seed if I saw one. Brick Break, that's actually a pretty good move. Similar to ADVOU, in fact. I guess we have more Thunderwave Cave, so we're going to do that. I don't really care about the rewards, I just care about the points. What the hell? This really is the Charizard ADV experience, just missing my Fire-type moves. When I would easily win the game otherwise. I'm thankful that I got to use a little bit of Charizard in my revival run. Using my coach's very own Charizard set. To some decent effect. Wow, that Pidgey's right there for us. We talk about how the moves in this game have like really weird PP, like 18 maximum uses of Ember. No way Juke convinced me to load Rock Slide Charizard. Well, Juke's not my coach, he's my captain. But I have run Rock Slide on Charizard before, I think. Not for a tournament team. Charge is a really good move in Mystery Dungeon if you abuse linking. In fact, it's one of my favorite things to do if I am playing Pikachu or Shinx. Actually, does Pikachu even get charge? Probably not. If I'm playing Shinx in the sequel to this game. What's your guys' favorite Charizard set in ADV? Charizard's kind of interesting. You don't have to run any... There's like no move that any Charizard has to run. I mean, I would recommend Fire Blast, but you could reasonably do Flamethrower instead. Oh, I ran out of uses of Ember. Whoops. With Flamethrower, Brick Break, Beat Up, HP Grass, that's a pretty cool set. I like that because it's you can hit Tyranitar. I don't think you actually kill Tyranitar from full with Brick Break most of the time, but like you can hit Tyranitar without needing to be behind the substitute. Fire Blast, Beat Up, HP Grass or Ice, and Focus Punch. I mean, that's... Oh, that's interesting. No substitute with Focus Punch. I mean, I like the standard... well, I guess it's hard to say what is standard on Charizard, considering that the Smogon sets are kind of terrible for Charizard. But I like Fire Blast, Substitute, Hidden Power Grass, and Toxic. Now, granted, if you do that, you don't really have a great way to get through Blissey, but, I mean, if you don't have Beat Up, honestly, you don't have a great way to get through Blissey anyway. Well, that's not true. Focus Punch can put it into Fire Blast range, especially if you're in Blaze. You just learned that Outrage exists in ADV. Outrage is so bad in ADV. It's like 90 base power, so it's only like five more base power than Dragon Claw, and then you're locked in. So... I know you guys like the Belly Drum, Substitute Blast Burn, Return, Charizard. That's your favorite. Sunny Day Blast Burn's kind of funny, but I don't think it's very good. Before anybody asks me about it. Zet's Court went up from the normal rank to the bronze rank. Nice, we're not that far behind Team ACT. Anybody take the ACT? Do we have Americans in the stream chat? It's about making your opponent think you make unintelligent moves. I don't question anybody on ladder. Even if you're 1200 and you're using strength on Sudowoodo, I don't question it. Okay, that's a lie. I would question that. You took the AC or the SAT? I took both. What terrible tests. Oh, I see, I see. That does sound bad. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Have no fear. We're here to save your chum Metapod. Hold on, Caterpie came to us for help. Keh, you think you can do this with rescue with your amateur level skills? Well, actually, we're bronze rank now, so I'll have you know. What did you say? It doesn't matter who does the rescuing, see? The guy that does the rescuing gets to be the hero. Listen, Caterpie, how about we do this? How about we give you... Yeah, how about you give the reward to the team that brings back your chum first? But I don't have any money. Oh, don't worry about that, my little friend. I'm sure we could persuade your parents to reward us with interest afterward. Oh yeah, you can even join our team. There's an offer you can't refuse. When you join us, Caterpie, we'll let you be a big wheel in Team Feenies. This is like when the Sprinkler was feeding Butterfree teams for ADV Revival. That's the deal, Zets. The first to rescue wins. Come on, move. Let's get this done already. Yeah, they're moving freaking fast. Zooming. Don't worry. We'll save your friend first. Tetra, let's get going. By let's get going, I mean let's check our mailbox and then check to see if we can get some more rescue missions. And check the Kecleon shop. Oh man, I keep forgetting that we're so item maxed. I remember when I was in 7th grade, I was a part of some program where they made me take the SAT as a 7th grader, and somehow I still got the max score on the writing section. Which is crazy because I really, really did not know how to write back then. I'm a little better of a writer now, at least as far as academic writing goes, but I don't have to do it very much anymore because I'm not in school anymore, so kind of cool. We're kind of broke, so I'm just going to hold on to our money. Check the bulletin board. Oh, yes, we got a lot of Mount Steel going on. That's perfect for us. I don't think we're going to ever do a Tiny Woods job again, so... We'll keep all those Mount Steels. But we're still going to go to Sinister Woods. An SAT prep class on Fridays and Saturdays in high school? That's like cram school. I didn't have prep classes at all. When I was in 8th grade, I got to skip some math classes when I was in 6th grade. So I took like the high school freshman algebra class in 7th grade. But a friend of mine skipped even further than that, and to not have him complete the whole high school math sequence in middle school, he took a year of like SAT prep instead of math. So that was kind of interesting. I don't think it really mattered because I think we ended up getting basically the same SAT math score when we got there. I don't love standardized tests. Like, they're not very great for practical knowledge. I guess they're kind of important to have a sort of standard basis on which students can demonstrate their learning or whatever. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked school a lot, but I did not care that much for doing those kinds of tests. Swinub is apparently in the Sinister Woods. Shoutouts to who do I want to shout out? Let's shout out Genexus, who's in the cult of Piloswine. So these green berries, they're the Rost berries. They cure your burn if you get that status. They look a lot like citrus berries, though, and citrus berries are really, really good in this game. They will give you a permanent boost to your HP if you use them when you're at full HP, which is kind of cool. So there's Sudowoodo here. Sudowoodo doesn't move. It'll still attack you if you're in attack range, though. I think it's a neat feature. I think this is the first dungeon where they don't tell us how many floors it's going to be. I think it's 11? We'll see, though. I'm a little rusty. I have not played this game in years. Oh, there's a Silcoon, I think. Or Cascoon. Whoops. I'm colorblind. It's hard for me to tell the difference. They have the same sort of gimmick. They don't move either. Sunflora, fully evolved Pokemon. It's not a very good Pokemon, though. Those of you who have played Pokemon Explorers of Time, Darkness, or Sky, who's your favorite member of the guild? Sunflora is one of the members. There's Silcoon. You're gone. Not Chatot? Wait, why not Chatot? You don't like Chatot? I'm gonna try to save some embers if I can. Oh, geez, he's starting to run away. For me, I think it's probably Diglett. Diglett's cool. He takes all our money. That's true. He does take a lot of our money. This Shroomish is giving me some trouble here. Bidoof is a real one. Agreed. Bidoof is pretty cool. I mean, Bidoof is a part of one of my favorite, like, side missions. Oh, Jimothy Cool's in the chat. Hello. That's a pleasant surprise. We had one of your countrymen in here earlier. Scyther's scary. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that either. Alright. Take that out. Alright, and that gets rid of that. That was a little bit scary, I'm not gonna lie. Stepped on a max elixir. That means we're low on items. I'm gonna eat some of these Rost berries just to clear it out. No, not Wooper. Z-Panther, I didn't know you were a big Wooper fan. But then again, the one time I was playing Quagsire on ladder, you were quite interested in that team in our DMs. I do recall that. Zet's trolling by healing Wooper. What's the over-under on if Zet's knows that Wooper has water absorb? Oh, here comes Linoon. I don't like Linoon. It's scary. Both in this game and in ADVOU. I know if you find a player using Linoon, then they're gonna engineer a situation where it's 6 as your team. Unless you run good Pokemon like Salamence, Metagross, and Gengar, you can probably get away with it. I guess I'll just throw a rock. Wooper dodged my rock throw. Come on now. Alright, so Mudkip is not a ground type, so it's not going to be taking extra damage. Although, like I said, super effective damage is not as powerful in this game as it is in mainline, so don't have to worry about that so much. A white gummy, I'm just going to eat that. So gummies will raise your IQ. Now I have the IQ skill PP checker, which I don't think actually does anything if it's on the Pokemon that I'm controlling. Actually, maybe we could check that out. Pokemon will stop using link moves if they're on the verge of delinking. So yeah, I mean, I'm smart enough to know to not do that, but I guess it's good for the partner Pokemon. Floor 11, I believe this is the last like real floor of the dungeon. Get rid of that Hoot Hoot. Oh, Exeggutor is here. I'll just scratch. You should probably 2-hit it. Barrage. Alright, so Barrage is a multi-hit move, and you're gonna see why multi-hit moves are so strong in this game. That was brutal. Zets, I'm throwing you to the wolves. I guess I can throw you an Oranberry before I throw you to the wolves. Well, okay. Zets dodged the Oranberry. I'll eat the Oranberry then. Stun Spore. Ooh, that's bad. Stun Spore hits all enemies that are adjacent to Shroomish. Or I guess the Pokemon that uses it, I should say. Do I have any cherry berries, or do I just throw those away? So when you're paralyzed, you can't use any attacking moves, and you move slower. So that's really bad. Barrage plus Bullet Seed linked Exeggutor. That is a demon set. Oh, I guess there's another floor after all. Alright. We'll risk getting that money. And then here we are, floor 13. Wow, we came quite a ways into this forest. I wonder if Metapod is still ahead. Hold it right there. How do gummies work again? Well, they fill your belly a little bit, just like eating any other item. And they give you progression towards your IQ. Your IQ... Some Pokemon get more from certain colors of gummies. I believe, like, for example, Charmander will get more from a red gummy. I think it's based on your type. So... the IQ system is a little bit complicated in Rescue Team. In the remake for this game, they got rid of the IQ system and kind of simplified it so that you get like a passive skill, which is good in some ways and bad in other ways. But we'll see. We'll get more into that later on. Kike, you know who's going to get to Metapod first? We are. So for you to go ahead, well, we can't let that happen. What? Hey, Gengar, why do you always mess with us? Oh, didn't we tell you? Our aim is world domination. Caterpie Mama will give us a generous reward. And Caterpie will join us too. That brings us closer to our goal. I'm doing like a Dusty Rhodes for Ekans. And for that, your lot is in the way. So sorry to say, but your party's over right here and now. So say goodbye, Zets. So the Team Meanies theme is going to play out through this. So, all right. This is a 3-on-2, which is not nice for us. So I'm going to try to take this Sleep Seed and throw it at the Gengar to make it a 2-on-2 for a little bit. If it works, then great. If it doesn't work, then that's okay as well. I'm going to focus down Medicham. Oh, I didn't realize that I wasn't going to have access to all my moves here. So I guess I'm going to use a Max Elixir first. Okay, I was going to focus down Medicham. Oh, Bite made me cringe. So cringing is what I do when you guys ask me to make videos about Piloswine and stuff like that. But in a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, it's a status condition that's similar to flinch, but because flinching wouldn't work quite the same, you just lose access. You just lose the ability to use an attacking move for a turn. So that's a little awkward. Oh, this is getting really awkward now. Gengar woke up pretty early. We can't use any orbs in a boss fight, by the way. This is getting really bad. Oh, I got wrapped. That's also really bad. That means I can't do anything. Zets is gonna die. No! Alright. That was really bad luck. Alright, so let's not mess around. Oh, we didn't lose all our items. We just lost like half of them. So let's store. I'm gonna store all the items that I'm not using. That was an unfortunate loss there. I'm gonna take a Reviver Seed. Always going to check the bulletin board at any given opportunity. I'll accept all the Thunderwave Cave ones, just in case we end up getting a lot of them. Alright, now go on to Sinister Woods. Alright, so here we go. Let's get back into this. Now I know. I thought that I was going to have all my PP restored for that fight, but I guess Rescue Team is not so nice to you as Explorers of Sky is. I'm pretty sure that you get all your PP back for boss fights in that game. I should mention there are ways to like manipulate the RNG in this game, and it's important if you're going to be doing things like speed runs or challenge runs, like all recruitment. But I'm not going to try for it or anything. It has to do with quick saving in dungeons. If you're more interested in that, I'm sure you can watch a speedrunning video. Worcester, I know, has some nice speedruns on this You make Skitty look like the best Pokemon that ever existed. And frankly, it is really good because the move Attract is broken. Alright, stop missing. I am going to use a Max Elixir before we get to the boss fight again. I'm not making that mistake again. Skitty does have a crazy move pool in this game. Moves like Thunderbolt and Blizzard are really, really strong, and Blissey having access to all of those is good. And also, its ability Normalize is surprisingly good in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon because the stab boost is relatively a lot stronger. Alright, I have so many Max Elixirs, I have no excuse to not use them. If I can get another Sleep Seed, that would be fantastic. So, not because I'm paralyzed, I'm not able to get an attack. Oh my gosh! I got Effect Spored too. Well, that's just... Thank you, Shroomish, for doing all that. Get out of here, Sunflora. Alright, so... In fact, I will say my favorite team of any of the ones that I played is when I'm playing as Cubone and my partner is Skitty. And I know that Skitty as the lead is so strong because you can use the move Attract for yourself, but yeah. Oh, Ladybug wants to join our team. Yeah, let's let it happen. So now this Ladybug is going to follow us around. Yeah, Bone Meringue. Bone Club is really strong as well. All the multi-hit moves are ridiculous. But you also get access to Blizzard and Thunderbolt and all that as well with Cubone. And I know you, if you're thinking about Cubone and Marowak, you're thinking they're not very good special attackers, but base stats in PMD are not very... They're not very hard and fast. You can do a lot to mitigate their impact. Since we're attacking across a pool of water here, we're actually not blocked by the wall. I said we're not blocked by the wall. There we go, so we can kill that Linoone. Oh, geez. All right. Dang, Ladybug's leveling up fast. We're going to have a Letty in no time. If you're wondering about evolution in this game, I will tell you this. When Charmander gets to level 16, we are not going to have the opportunity to evolve just yet. Evolution is locked behind a certain story progression. If you noticed, both Ladybug and Mudkip were able to navigate through that body of water. That is a property of them being a flying type and a water type, respectively. If you are not one of those types, you cannot go through water. In fact, if you end up on the water somehow, you'll get teleported to a random square, which can be useful in some cases, but also sometimes not useful. Ouch. Pokemon that can hover can also do that. Yeah, I think that is true. I think like Magnemite, even though it's not a flying type, or Pokemon with Levitate, can also fly over water for whatever reason. I guess it makes some sense though. Ladybug got a lot of levels. I should have used the Magnemite. That probably would have made the fight a little bit easier with Gengar here. But we've got Ladybug now. Like, we don't even need Magnemite. Gonna use I used a max elixir there so that we're not SOL when we get to that fight. Losing that turn was to use the max elixir was really massive for us. It's too bad that Ladybug can't learn Comet Punch like Ledian can, because that'd be a really good move to use. Oh, here's Exeggutor. Oh, well, there goes Exeggutor. And a Rothberry. We don't need it. So, we'll proceed. I don't think I have any Sleep Seeds, so we may just have to fight this boss the way that, it was intended. Mystery Dungeon Kaizo gives it Comet Punch in this dungeon? That's evil. I bet it gives Gengar Hypnosis as well. Because why not? On the ground, we'll eat this apple. So you didn't see it earlier, or you might have, but my belly was at 24 out of 100. When you get to 0, you'll start taking damage for every turn that you don't eat something. An apple will give you 50 belly. Up to 100, if you use... Oh, wow. I did not know that Mud Slap was a contact move that could proc Effect Spore. Oh, Hoot Hoot is 1v1ing Ladybug is 1v1ing a Hoot Hoot there. Mudkip is poison, meaning it's going to take damage over time, and it's not going to be able to heal itself passively, which is really, really bad. Burn does not do that to you, so it's not as bad a status to take. At least I don't think so. It might do that to you in Mystery Dungeon. Why not? Or, in Rescue Team. I got put to sleep. And Barrage. No! This is... I might die to the next Barrage. Alright, thank God I hit. This game is stressful sometimes. I'll just eat it. A Blast Seed, we'll take that. I already have a lot of apples. So. Don't need a Cherry Berry. We'll beat that Slack off, and we're good to go. We should make an ADV OU tour with Hatterene and its entire moveset and ability. I mean, sure, I guess. I don't know how Fairy type would interact with ADV. You be quiet. Right after we beat you last time, we got careless and wiped out too, which is really funny. Are you so high and mighty? Whatever happens, we're not going to lose to you amateurs. This is it, Zets. You're going down. All right, so that's cool and all. I'm going to throw this blast seed at Gengar, and hopefully it does damage. 15. It appeared to be weak. Well, that's not good. All right. Now we're just slamming Embers into Metacham. Hopefully we get it before it uses Detect. Nice. Very good. Tackle, it has little effect, so that we managed to hit. Oh, I did not mean to move there. Whoops. We're steering. Since I'm not going to be able to use an attacking move anyway. Spite lost all of its PP, or the tackle lost all of its PP. That's not good. Supersonic. Nice, actually. Oh, but he recovered so fast. That sucks. Nice. Ladybug's leveling up really fast. Oh, you struggle? That's not good. At least Ladybug's got some decent damage here. I'm gonna make sure that Ladybug doesn't use struggle by turning off all of its moves. Oh, I guess that's not sufficient. Alright. See, that fight's not that hard, but dang. Ow, 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 you'll pay for this. Don't you forget it. But that Ladybug kind of clutched up for us. Excuse me. Did you maybe come looking for me? You must be Metapod. Let's get you home. Caterpie was worried about you. Yay! I was scared, so I kept my shell hardened and waited and waited. Thank you. This is what you should do when you get lost in, like, a department store, kids. This is great. Welcome back, Metapod. Thank you, Caterpie. And thank you, Zets and Tetra. But I don't have any money. Oh, no. We don't need a reward. We're happy to see that Metapod is back safe and sound. I want points, though. So we can rank up. You're even more cool than I thought. I want to go on rescues when I grow up. Ha ha ha. That would be great. Chase that dream. I have an idea. Tetra, we should do something with this place. We should make it a proper rescue team base. Something impressive. That's cool. Our rescue team base is cool. I want to work here when I grow up. Me too. All right. Yeah, I mean, let's make it happen. All right. Enough of the cutscenes, man. Let's get on with the game. Well, we ended up working for free, but that was the right thing to do. We got to show Gengar's team a thing or two. Well, I mean, let's not talk about the two. That was just telling us that Ladybug is now going to stay in the friend area, and if we want to use Ladybug in future missions, then we're going to have to go and recruit it. Or not recruit it, but get it to go on missions with us. Which we should probably do with the Magnemite, honestly. Hello? Who could that be? Oh, it's Jumpluff. Is Rescue Team Zetscord here? That's right. Huh? Wait, aren't you... Please help my friend. Please, I need help. Forget it. We're not working. We're not about to work for that. But my friend needs a gust of wind, please. I remember now. Jumpluff, we saw you in Pokemon Square. We watched Shiftry agreeing to take on your rescue job. Yes, but Shiftry, he hasn't come back from the rescue mission. Are you serious? Our friend Jumpluff got wedged between some rocks. We Jumpluff can go anywhere if we catch a wind, but even though the skies are filled with thunderclouds, for some odd reason, the winds haven't blown. Not even a breeze? That is strange. Shiftry's leafy fans can whip up powerful winds. We thought Shifttree's wind would be able to dislodge our friend, but Shifttree hasn't returned? It doesn't sound like all that challenging of a rescue mission. It is strange. Oh? That's the spirit, Tetra. Your expression tells me you're ready. Okay, then we'll go look for them. Really? Thank you! No problem. You can count on us. Let's go, Tetra. Alright, so we are going to Silent Chasm. Yay! Can I sell anything? I could sell a reviver seed for 150. Yeah, but let's not do that. Shifttree got hydrogen bombed? Well. By a real OU gangster. Has anybody ever used Shifttree in OU? I've not. I feel like it's not good, but I don't know. It's a cool Pokemon. Hydrogen Bomb versus Crying Shifttree. Let's buy that Safari. I know Butterfree has that Zet's Sunwell Plateau team. I don't know how he comes up with some of these names, but they're kind of cool. Oh, Sinister Woods. These Take Me missions. I'm going to delete all my Thunderwave Cave missions. That might be below our pay grade now. I want to take this, though. C rank is good. Alright. We're going to Silent Chasm. I would say this is... It's about to be the point in the game where it gets a little bit more challenging. I know I've already died twice, but... yeah. Your friend Jumpluff is lost in his deep canyon? Yeah, sorry to ask, but please help. It'll be fine. Let's go, Tetra. Wait. Yeah, what is it? There's something I forgot to mention. This canyon is known as the Silent Chasm, but it's rumored that an amazing monster sleeps here. Monster? Yes, but it's only folklore. It's also true that Shifttree hasn't returned. I just thought I should let you know. Ow, 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 my stomach, it hurts. Oh, what's wrong? It's my stomach, it suddenly cramped. Ow, ow, ow. I think my breakfast was spoiled or something. Say, Tetra, you're feeling sick too, aren't you? Tetra, your stomach hurts too. Huh? I'm perfectly fine. Huh? What's the matter, Tetra? I need you to back me. If you're my partner, you need to read my cues better. That's definitely a Tetra Zets interaction. Why this sudden outburst, Zets? Don't you have a stomach ache? Huh? Yes. Ow, ow, ow. I guess the crampling's settling down. Ha 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 ha. So anyway, you said there may be a monster. What is it like? I don't know very much at all. It's an old folktale. I wouldn't know if it existed or not. Okay. Well, it can't be helped. Let's just hope this monster doesn't exist. My friend Jumpluff should be around B10F. Please take care. Okay, gotcha. Let's get going, Tetra. How do they know, like, where their friends are? I don't know. I guess maybe they were, like, playing or something in there. Oh, a Farfetch'd. I keep forgetting to bring the Magnemite with us. It's probably never coming. And Magnemite is actually really good in these early dungeons because there's a lot of like normal type moves that it's gonna take a little bit less damage from. I got sand attacked. That's not cool. Teddiursa. Whoever was talking about Ursaring earlier, there you go. There's your boy right there. Alright, Weedle is annoying because it has Poison Sting, and I don't like getting poisoned. But we'll do 10 million damage to it. Oh, String Shot, also an annoying move. So that lowers my speed, which means that everything else gets to attack twice before I get to attack once. I think even move as well. It gets complicated when you have multiple speed boosts involved. But, yeah. Needless to say, any move that boosts your speed, like Agility, is really, really good in Mystery Dungeon. And moves that lower your opponent's speed are also really annoying and really good. Farfetch'd wants to join the team. Absolutely, we'll take Farfetch'd. I don't like Gloom doing that. Get out of here, Gloom. Anybody a fan of Farfetch'd? It's kind of cool. It's got that leak. Or I guess it was a stick and then they retconned it to be a leak. Oh, there's Yanma. Yanma's cool. This Gloom is just spamming Sweet Scent, huh? See ya, Gloom. Dustox. I really liked Dustox in the anime when Jessie was trying to win Pokemon contests with it. It was kind of cool. Anybody here like the Pokemon anime? I've not kept up with it. Farfetch'd is funny in Gen 1. Why is it funny in Gen 1 as compared to other generations? Ouch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Jessie competing in the contest with the Dustox, that was in the DPP anime, right? Or was that in Advanced? I don't recall. It's got to be in one of those two. Trapinch. Ooh, Houndour. If Z-Panther is still here. So Houndour has Flash Fire as its ability. I mean, it could have Early Bird as well, but in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, if a Pokemon has access to multiple abilities, it has all of those abilities. So, keep that in mind. Houndour is going to be immune to our Fire-type moves. I would show it off, but the last time I tried to show something off related to an ability, I died, so... She was competing with May's Beautifly. That sounds about right, actually. Pokemon contests were cool. I don't, like... They got rid of them, I think, in Gen 5. The Bulbapedia page has information about contests in Gen 5, but I don't recall ever, like, playing in any. I thought they replaced that with, like basically the Pokemon musical and Pokestar Studios, which are also cool side modes. But I like the contest. It's kind of an interesting shake up to the strategy of the mainline Pokemon games. That's a special band, so all of our special attacks will be doing more damage if we equip that. So I'm actually going to give that to Tetra, who's going to be attacking with Ember a lot. You know what? It is... Farfetch'd is a flying type Pokemon, but it's not able to go through water. So it's not a unique trait of flying types. It is just Pokemon that like float as a part of their design. So whoever pointed that out earlier, that is there's some ball knowledge right there. I'm gonna eat this max elixir and hopefully we get the kill. Ooh! I'm not gonna miss. I'm not risking the miss. Jeez, that does a lot of damage. A warp orb. That could be good. Okay. Oh, there's Beedrill. Beedrill, I think, is recruitable. And it is a really strong Pokemon for this point in the game. So if you get it, it's pretty lucky. Isn't this the place where Jumpluff's friend is supposed to be? Yeah, Fury Attack and Poison Sting are both nasty. Oh, hey! We came for you. Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine, but... Great, your friend is waiting for you. Shifttree's in the back. Huh? Shifttree? Let's go. Listen, are you okay? Snap out of it. Forget about me. Get away from here. Get away? What's going on? Why did it turn pitch black? Uh-oh, we used up too much power. Now Freddy Fazbear's gonna get us. It's coming. Move aside, you. He dared to disturb my sleep. I have no mercy for meddlers, and that includes you. Yow! I hope you like my Zapdos impression. Shifttree's gone. I am Zapdos, the embodiment of lightning. If you wish to save Shifttree, then scale Mount Thunder. Yow! Zapdos? So that's the legendary monster. Freddy Freakbear? I don't know much about that. You'll have to enlighten us. Yay. Saved. I'm so happy. But even though I'm safe, Shifttree's in trouble. I wish that the other Jumpluff said, who cares? I had to sit up in Mugulus Cup to make it to the stream. Oh. Did you win, Ghost Malone? Alright, we're skipping through some of this. Basically, all you need to know is that Zapdos is freaky like that. Did you say Zapdos? Alakazam! Zapdos. It's one of the legendary bird Pokemon. I heard that it had been sleeping for a long time. So Shifttree woke it up? No, Shifttree's winds were only the trigger. To begin with, the absence of the wind was unnatural. It must have been caused by the rash of natural disasters recently. Zapdos is enraged from having been awoken from its sleep. You brought CB Ments, good, and Nex's Vaporeon Stall team, also good. Zapdos is enraged from having been awoken from its sleep. Shiftry must be saved. But Zapdos won't be easy. Its electric attacks are wicked nasty. I know that. We will need to be cautious. We'll go too. We'll go help Shiftry. What? That is dangerous. Zapdos is powerful. It would be too much for your skill level. Hey, we're not that weak. Besides, Zapdos doesn't scare us, right, Tetra? Ow, 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 my stomach. No problem. Tetra always does this act. It's always a fake stomach ache. It bugs me a little. Zets would do that to me. Tyranitar is speaking from eating Thunderbolts for 20 years. I think it's been eating them longer than that, right? GSC, it had to have been eating them too. Fine. I see that you have courage. Yes! Our two teams should make our ways separately through Mount Thunder. Who separate ways mentioned? Anybody a Stranger Things fan? I'm not, but I had to do a marching band show based on it. So I got to play Separate Ways. We will go when we have geared up for battle. Knowing how strong our opponent is, we have no choice but to be cautious. You should make your way from Mount Thunder only when you're fully prepared. Our objective is to rescue Shiftry. Let us find success. Yes, I'm getting excited over this. Tetra, let's do our best. The Journey song? Yes. What instrument did I play? You feel like I'm a brass player? Well, I'll give you a hint. I was a brass player, but you can continue to guess for engagement purposes. I played multiple instruments, like not that I could play a ton, but depending on what was needed, I could play a few different parts. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of Silent Chasm. French horn vibes. First guess was actually right, believe it or not. Good job, Booga. Tuba and University Band. Tuba's cool. I would have liked to try it at least once, but never had the opportunity. Did you play sousaphone in did you do marching band as well in Ghost Malone? I'm getting in a loop of trying to take when I mean to store. I don't know why I keep doing that. Yeah, we'll take 2 Reviver Seeds, just in case. And I'm gonna use the link shop here. Audition for Symphony Band. I was maybe going to do more like concert ensembles in college, but my freshman year is when COVID happened, and then I kind of lost some momentum, and then I was getting really busy because I took a ridiculously hard major. So I didn't really have the time, or I couldn't commit the time to marching band. I'm gonna link uh, Mud Slap and Water Gun so that Zets does more damage when he attacks. Last semester was right when COVID hit. That kind of sucks too. Like, your whole graduation is kind of messed up. I know that a lot of the music majors that I was friends with were worried about like whether they were going to get the performing hours to graduate on time. Thankfully, it worked out for most of them, so that's good. But it always sucks. Like, imagine you're gonna do your senior recital and you're getting prepared for that, and you're like, I know that it's like nerve wracking, but like it's an important step as a musician, right? And then COVID happens and you're unable to actually do it. Like that kind of sucks. Or you have to do it online, which is like even like that's not good. I didn't like having to play for like Audacity recordings and submit those when I was in school. All right, so Mount Thunder is a pretty big step up in difficulty. Let's see. Oh, but we get a Nidoran to join our team. That's cool. Nidoran's pretty strong. That Electrike just tanked both of those, huh? Do we have any more musicians in the chat? I know Zetz is also a musician. He plays guitar. Zet's the person, not the Mudkip. So the cool thing about linked moves is you get that double attack off, but if you kill the Pokemon early, then you just kind of waste PP. Cacnea. It's a Banduser. Did anybody get to play in the Cacturn meta in ADV? I was unfortunately not around for that. Well, I don't know if that's unfortunate. Actually. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that is really ugly. I think I throw... Well, first off, stop using Tackle. Second off, I'm going to throw this Oran Berry. Good work, Mudkip. Do I have a Pecha Berry? Or did I just instinctively get rid of all of my Pecha Berries? That's unfortunate. I should have kept one around. Oh, a dead end. That's not good. Zetz is going to be taking a lot of damage. It's Pidgeotto. Oh my lord, we took a lot of damage from that. Uh... I don't want to get poison stinked by that Weedle prematurely. Alright, it's floor 2 and we're already struggling, so... Let's see. Oh my gosh. Do I have orbs to deal with this? No. I'm in blaze range, I think. Oh, that didn't count. I think blaze actually only counts when you have that exclamation point above your head, which seems to be... I'm gonna guess it's like a quarter of your HP. Alright, Nidoran, show him who's boss. That's not good. Alright, Nidoran. Do I have your moves off? Jeez. They make Nidoran male so much bigger than Nidoran female in this game. Like, we saw Nidoran female in a previous dungeon. Oh, I'm out of embers. That's not good. Take that Pecha Berry for sure. Let's not fight that Pidgeotto if we can help it. Great use of our time to find a dead end there. I'm gonna ingest a max elixir. I'm risking a poison point proc. Alright, good. Okay, I don't like this. Having to fight 3 whole enemies. Alright, that's good. We get Metal Claw now. That's cool. Not gonna do... I mean, it's better than Scratch, I guess. I don't like that Mudkip stepped up there, no. Alright. Good thing we linked our moves. Meteor Mash Jr. That's true. I'm of the opinion that Iron Tail should be Meteor Mash accuracy. Thoughts on that? Thoughts? Thoughts? I don't know if Jim's still here, but my friend loves when he says that. Thunder Punch. Oh, man, that does a lot of damage. Okay, Zets. Cook. Oh, my God. All right, but we're Torrent boosted, so... Electabuzz is an underrated Pokemon in ADV OU. I don't know how many of you know that, but It's good. Stantler, another underrated Pokemon from ADVOU. I gotta get with Jonald on that. I don't want to fight this thing. Not in a fair fight, anyway. Look at how much health that thing has. That thing survived an Ember. I guess maybe I'll pick Metal Claw a little higher. It's a little stronger than Scratch. Ampharos already. Oh boy. That critical hit probably mattered. I forgot how tough this game can be at the start. When you're in like 2-shot range from everything. Well, I mean, that was not a tough floor. Gligar. Did I pick this PMD over Explorers because Gen 3? I mean, kind of. I more so picked it because it being the first mystery dungeon, I would feel like... I felt like I should probably play this first. I mean, not that it really matters to me. I've played both of them plenty. Oh my gosh. Okay. You got this, Zets. Stop doing regular attacks. You want to die, don't you? Yikes. Okay. We can probably kill this Gligar at least. Please attack. Alright. That saved us. This is getting rough. Yeah, you telling me, buddy. Alright. Manectric already. I don't want to know what the Kaizo this is like. Actually, I kind of do. Growlithe. Okay, so Growlithe, we don't want to hit with Ember because it's got Flash Fire. Just doing a PP check. Ampharos is... They're just throwing fully evolved Pokemon at us. Just to do it. Don't freaking paralyze me. Alright, there we go. Alright. Getting hungry. Alright, so that happens when you go below 20 belly. It's a good indicator that you need to eat an apple. I guess Gligar is a fully evolved Pokemon, and I wasn't complaining about that. We're gonna have to fight this Ampharos. Anybody who's familiar with Super Mystery Dungeon is gonna know about Ampharos. I'm just gonna rock that Manectric out. So we don't have to deal with them later. I don't like that. This is part of the reason why I like a water type partner with something like Charmander. Now, I wanted a water type regardless. How do we deal with this situation? I think this was the smart way to do it. I'm going to eat this Blast Seed. It does fixed 45 damage to whatever's in front of it. Nice. No attack raise, though. That sucks. All right. I've got to hit this. I don't love having to deal with both of these guys. You don't Thundershock me. No way. Alright, good. Oh, not good. I'm out of moves. I guess I'm going to scratch. I didn't think that would kill. Alright, good. We'll go on to the next floor before I do anything. Alright, nice. So we got to a midway point in the dungeon. This is like a rest area where you'll get... I'm pretty sure you'll come back on the other side with max health. I think one of the version differences is in Red Rescue Team. Your partner will not be present on this. Not that it really makes much a difference, but... Mount Thunder Peak. Alright, so... This is where shit really hits the fan. Excuse my language. Just making sure, yes, I do have full moves. Alright, I'll let Zets handle this. You got it, buddy. Use your attack, please. Stop regular attacking. I'm mad about it. What are you doing? Please. Alright, thank you, Zets. Jeez. Blast Seed, that can be good. We'll take the money and run. This is the summit. Hey, Zapdos, where are you? We came to rescue Shiftry. Come out. What? I warned you. I have no mercy for meddlers. Not scared. You don't frighten me. Hey, Zapdos, release Shiftry. We're a Pokemon rescue team. You must be determined to utter such words. Then you shall answer. To my great and righteous fury. Alright, so our Mudkip starts not very smartly. Right where the Zapdos is. He's getting affected by pressure. That's that aura thing that's happening to him. I'll risk taking a move. Just to get some damage. Thunder Wave, and it missed. What's this? We'll only use moves. Okay, let's turn that on. So it's a skill issue on my part to have not turned that on by now. Oh, we got a burn on Zapdos. That's kind of lucky. And an accuracy drop. That's good. Thundershock. Oh, and it missed. That's awesome. Oh, you've got plenty of PP. This Nidoran is doing a lot of work for us in this fight. That's probably for the best. I would rather him not use up my my Reviver Seed. Zapdos is getting trolled right now. An accuracy drop. That's really good for us. And wow, that was one of the easiest Zapdos fights I've ever had. Usually Zapdos is like the first boss that gives me trouble. Let's not talk about the Team Meanies fight. Yow! Well, what's going on? Oh. You want more? I'll take you on. Enough. That's enough fighting. I've calmed down. Take Shiftry back. You kids, you've impressed me. But things won't be this easy next time. I will go all out next time, so you'd best be prepared. Until then, you'd better hone your skills. Which is an indicator that we can refight Zapdos. Possibly to get him on the team, and we'll be doing that much later. Look, there's Shiftry. Are you okay? Yeah. Somehow I am. I'm glad you're safe. But that was an eye-opener. Driving off that Zapdos. I agree. You're awfully strong for a plain Charmander, which is saying something, because Charizard would know. I sensed it when we first met. Perhaps you aren't a Pokemon, are you? Wow, how can you tell that? I like the Nidoran had a reaction to that too. But you're right, Tetra isn't a Pokemon. Tetra's a human. What? A human? Is that possible? Can something like that happen? Tetra doesn't understand very much either. Tetra woke up one morning here as a Pokemon and doesn't remember anything about being a human. Oh wait, Lombre said something in the square. He said Alakazam knows everything. Alakazam, could you figure out why Tetra became a Pokemon? No, I can't determine that. Oh, I thought you would know. However, there is a way for unveiling the truth. Oh, really? How? Make way to the Hill of the Ancients. There you will find a Pokemon that stares into the sun all day. It cannot be good for their eyes. A Pokemon who is said to see into the future. Xatu is his name. He should shed light on your puzzling friend. Okay, so we should go see Xatu. Tetra, let's go. Off to the Hill of the Ancients. We can't waste any time. Let's go quick. Shiftry, you too. Let's hurry back. Yeah. I guess we should. Tetra, don't just stand there. Let's go home. Alakazam, I know you. I don't think you're completely ignorant about this. You know something, don't you? There is something that concerns me, but it should go unspoken for now, for their sake. Alrighty. Tetra, good morning. Yesterday I did some checking around, and it turns out the Hill of the Ancients is apparently in the Great Canyon. We should go there right away. Huh? What's the matter? Listen, Zets. Huh? Why do you try so hard? Well, why? What do you need to ask? It's for something else. Someone else? Come on, what do you think I am? We're friends, aren't we, Tetra? I want to do my best because it's for you, Tetra. That's what this is about. So, as always, let's try our best and do well. We've got so many rescue missions that we're not able to do because we're just in the spin cycle here. That's okay. Alright, come on. Storing all the gummies. We'll use the gummies later. They're not super relevant to us now. I mean, we could be using them now, but... Let's do... These friend areas are going to be really important. The jungle. Giga Drain wanted. I'm not going to be able to get that. I guess we're gonna... I don't know if I want to delete that job, though. We'll hold off. Going on to Great Canyon. Great Canyon's got some great music, if I recall. This is the Great Canyon. The peak is called the Hill of the Ancients. According to Alakazam, the Hill of the Ancients is on 13F. Xatu should be there. Tetra, let's do our best. Alright. Immediately met with a Dunsparce. Oh, let's take all the money. I do think there's a lot of money spawns in the Great Canyon. Yeah, 6 Poke. We need to make sure we get that. Phanpy. Phanpy's cool. I think this will probably be the last dungeon that we do before I call it for this stream. I would like to stream once a week if I can manage that. This is going to be a little awkward next week because it's of Thanksgiving. But... Oh! Phanpy's going to join us. Nice. I should remember to bring our Magnemite once or twice. We won't remember. But, Yeah, I'll think about what I'm going to do for the next time we stream this, because I want to play this game more. A link box. So link boxes will allow us to link our moves without the need for Gulpin. So they save us a little bit of money. Alright, that's going to get annoying. Stop using that move. Also, don't use defense curl either. Alright, Zetz is now leveling up faster than Charmander. How about that? Tetrafolium fell off. That's what their streaks are saying. Ooh, Cacturn. Stun Spore. All right, halfway through Great Canyon. Stun Spore is so annoying. I'm gonna risk. All right. That's so annoying. Stop that. At least it's not as bad as paralysis in ADV, because that is a whole another issue. Big critical hit. Use Metal Claw there. Murkrow. I mean, Murkrow's like a top 10 Pursuit Trapper in ADV when you think about it. We got pretty unlucky with finding the stairs, but there they are. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, like double Noctowl. Oh my gosh, Astonish put me really low. I'll use an Oran Berry. Oh, there's Heracross. Trapping Claydol with Murkrow and clicking Protect on their Boom. That's baller. A good use of Murkrow, I'd say. I think trapping Gengar with Murkrow is kind of a fool's errand because Thunderbolt's going to do so much damage to you, but it is cool that I can trap some other things. Particularly, I would think Dugtrio, but I've seen Aerodactyl used in that for that purpose of trapping Dugtrio. All right, speaking of Pursuit, here it is here. It counters in this game rather than doing damage. So you have to make sure that if you're going to attack into a Pokemon that has Pursuit set up, that you kill it. Otherwise, it's going to be a big pain in the ass for you. Whirlwind plus Pear Song. On the same set, or... I mean, it's not like Murkrow's getting a lot of utility out of attacking moves. I mean, it gets a little bit out of, like, Shadow Ball and Drill Peck. Endure, that's gross. Because for a few turns, this thing is going to be just tanking. Wait, actually, I think items bypass. No, it doesn't. Alright, he stopped enduring. That's good for us. Such an annoying move. Suit, Protect, Parasong, Thunderwave. It's like messed up Skarmory. With all the utility moves. Night Heracross. Oh, Heracross picked up a Blast Seed. I don't like the sound of that. We're missing a lot of moves. Alright. Tauros is annoying. He's got a lot of HP, I'm pretty sure. Do I have any more max elixirs? No? Okay. Zets, let's... So if you run out of PP on any of your linked moves, you will not be... The moves will become unlinked, and if you want to link them again, you have to spend for it, which is, I mean, it's not expensive, and we have a link box to do it for free, but we're pretty close to the end of this dungeon. I'd rather not use that up if we can help it. Rage can be really scary because that boosts their attack every time they get hit. There was a Houndoom. But nevertheless, we made it to the top. This is the Hill of the Ancients. Look, over there. Tetra. Is that Xatu over there? Excuse me, are you maybe Xatu? Hello? Maybe he doesn't hear me. Hello? Hello? It's useless. He's not responding at all. Maybe he's sleeping while on his feet? Tetra, what do you think we should do? Tickle him. Huh? Tickle him? Okay, it's worth a try. Tickle, tickle. It's no good, Tetra. He's not responding. Snort. Huh? Snort. Giggle. He's finally laughing now. Is he just dense? Is he stupid? He literally asked that. Yikes! Witness it. The sinking of the sun. Indeed. I am Xatu. You discerned my true identity. You are not an ordinary sort. Guessed your identity? That's a bit much. No, I can tell this. You there. You are no ordinary Pokemon. You are human, yes? Huh? How can you tell that? All day, I stare at the sun unblinking. That really cannot be good for you, man. It gives me sight for all things. The past and the future, too. If you know, please tell us, Xatu. Next to me is my friend Tetra. My friend woke up one morning as a Pokemon, and without any memory as a human. Xatu, you can tell, can't you? Please tell us. The calamities of nature. There have been many in recent times. They occur because the world's balance is upset. And you're becoming a Pokemon. They are tied together inseparably so. Wait, Tetra becoming a Pokemon and the natural disasters are related? What do you mean? What does Tetra have to do with the natural disasters we've been seeing? What is it? Why did you clam up? Please tell us, please. There are bigger concerns, I'm afraid. The world's balance, it must be restored. Or the unthinkable shall befall our world. Huh? You're serious? The world? The unthinkable is coming? Every day I see it. The same future every day. I dread it. Xatu, I fear it. The world's destruction. The world's destruction? Keke, isn't that a surprise? That Tetra was human. That's going to be useful. This should be interesting, Keke. Alright, we're going to save here, and I think that might be it for this stream. About 4 hours. It's a good length, I think. I have the stream starting here. That's not indicative of anything for right now. But I think this is cool. Jirachi staring at the moon. Unlike Xatu, who's staring at the sun, I guess, but all the same. Getting the radiation or whatever. I'll think about when I want to stream this again. It might be a little sooner than I typically would do because of Thanksgiving. It's easier for me to schedule a video for release than it is for me to stream while I'm not at my apartment. So I may stream like on Tuesday, I'm thinking, and then I'll have a video going up maybe like Friday or Saturday next week. So yeah, let's stay tuned for all of that. I'll probably be getting back to some more like Pokemon and ADV content because my team building guides have been doing okay, but not they've been kind of petering out. So I'm assuming that people are not that interested in it anymore. So, or maybe the algorithm is just not being kind to me. But this has been Tetrafolium, and we will be playing some more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon probably the next time that you see me. So, have fun, get a new ladder peak, do all the good things, win tournament sets if you're still in tournaments. Good luck to all the revival people, and good luck to the Iron Mugulus people. We'll see you later.